What is a business valuation? I'm going to give you 3 examples of what a business valuation is. Before we define what a business valuation is, we first have to understand what it is not. So, what is a business valuation? There's a difference between evaluation versus valuation, which is one of the most confusing ones out of all of this. Evaluation starts with an E, while valuation starts with a V. Evaluation is like qualitative analysis, so qualitative data. It's like determining if something is true or determining the quality or the characteristics of something. Here's an example of what evaluation is, or qualitative analysis or data. If someone has a resume and they give them to you, the first thing you're going to do is determine what school did they go to, whether it's the University of Florida, or what job experience do they have, or did they job hop or not job hop. Those are examples of qualitative data, which is more evaluation. The same could be applied towards companies. The same way like we use the resume example, when investors look at a company, they're trying to evaluate, not evaluate, we'll get to that later, but determine what is the management depth, how much do they understand, what is their experiences, what are the employees seeing on Glassdoor, do they like it, do they not like it. There's many metrics they track, but it's a little different from valuation. On the other hand, now we have valuation. This is where I come in. This is what I like. How I define valuation is determining the monetary value of your business or equity interest within a company. I'm going to give you 3 examples on the term valuation, then hopefully tie it back up at the end to a business valuation. So let's say, for instance, in the first example, you have a house. You're at home, you're watching a movie with your husband or with your wife, and then you're just going through social media like, you know what? I wonder how much my house is worth. So you go on the computer and then you look up, you say, oh, my house is worth $600,000. That is a financial metric to determine how much your home is worth. And one thing I forgot to mention is valuation is all about metrics, numbers, determining of value. And these are all quantitative value, not qualitative, quantitative. So when you look at your house and you're like, wow, it's worth $600,000, $700,000, that is just tell you the quantitative data, which is how much your house is worth. The second example is, let's say you're in school, you're in your master's degree and you want to sell your book. Let's say you remembered everything in the book from an intermediate accountant. So now what you're going to do is go on Amazon or eBay and try to sell that book. They're going to tell you how much that book is worth based off multiple factors. How many people have it listed? How old is the book? Different variations of it to determine a monetary value, quantitative data. Selling your book is like another version of determining the value of something. And it can be many other things. In the last example, it's a little bit harder, but just know down the line, I'm going to be educating you guys on this, is how much is your 35% equity interest? I'm using 35, but it can be 40, 60, 1%, 99%, but how much of that is worth within a business? The same way, if your business is worth $100,000 and you have 35% interest in it, we will determine how much that 35% is, which is $35,000. This is another version of determining the value of equity interest and also what the value of something is. Tying all this back up, let's focus on business valuation. So the same way you determine the value of your textbook, the same way you determine the value of your home, the same way you determine the value of anything else that you have going on, whether it's your car, is the same thing for a business. And a business valuation is determining the value of how much your business is worth. Now, there's differences between how much you will sell for, but these are valuation techniques that we use to determine how much your business is worth. And that's what a business valuation is. Now, if you like what you heard, I'm going to be giving more context, more stuff on business valuation, because that's what I like. And I'm going to be educating you guys much more. So thank you for tuning in. Have a great day and we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.